when you tell people, when you speak to clients, when you talk to individuals on the need for them to ensure that their dealings are documented, their transactions are documented, their contracts are documented. An oral contract, for the sake of it, is oral. It can be denied. Somebody can say, oh, I didn't say this, this is not what I meant. I spoke to a pharmaceutical company, somebody who runs a pharmacy operations, and basically all he had to say was he entered into a transaction with a pharmacist, and he told the person, okay, the person was going to hold the shares on his behalf, 70% of the shares of that company, and everything was oral. There was no documentation, and of course the person's name is on the documentation. 2 years down the line, after he has made the entire payment, paid the person in full, not owing a dime. Then he says to the guy, please, I would like to take you off the documents and bring in somebody who is more like family to take over those shares so that he can reshuffle. You know, of course, he ought to have had the power to be able to reshuffle anybody as he chose. But when somebody is on a documentation that is already filed with a government agency, it's not your name, and you don't have an agreement stating that that person is actually owning those shares and carrying out the person's activities on your behalf. So that's where the challenge actually came from at the end of the day, and there was absolutely nothing that he could do because the person was asking for another 100% payout on their agreement. So I said, well, now is the next best time for you to put that into black and white. He had to pay twice, and I'm not talking about hundreds of thousands of naira. I'm actually talking of transaction that actually cost him almost 4 million naira in all. So do not be on the sidelines when you need to be on the playing pitch.